All right, now guys, we are out here at Bedingfield High School with head coach Tyrone Johnson. Coach Johnson, thanks so much for joining us here today. Of course, Bedingfield coming off an 8-5 season, 4-1 in conference play, had a lot of great steps last year. Right now, we're just starting summer practices. How are things going?
It's going pretty good. You know, we have the people that we were expecting to have, and they're out working hard. Had a great summer. They worked hard all summer long. So they're ahead of what they usually would be at this time because we have a lot of seniors, returning seniors, a lot of returning veteran players, and guys that we're expecting a lot of big things out of.
Well, a couple of those guys you're going to be expecting a lot of big things out of. Of course, Javius Nixon and Kavaje Ellis, two of your great spread option guys that you love to use. Talk a little bit about them and what you're looking for from them to come in this season.
Well, it's always good to talk about them two guys. Those guys are special players, not just great athletes, but great students. The teachers can say the same things I say about them, so that's always good. But Kavaje is in the second season running the spread for the varsity team, and he fits the mold of that type of offense. That offense is sort of set for him, and he's going to do some wonderful things for us. I really believe that this year in that offense, he will be running a lot more than he did in the past. We're going to give him the option to run more, and that's going to make our offense more balanced and more open, I think. And Javius, you know, played his first year as a quarterback, first 2 years as quarterback, moved to receiver last year. Outstanding guy. He's preseason all-state pick right now for 2A, and he's just worked so hard all summer long, and you know, good things supposed to happen to people who work hard, and those two guys have really worked hard, so good things are definitely happening for those two guys.
Well, that's great, but 17 returners, I believe 5 on offense, 6 on defense for starters. A lot of great depth, and you were talking about some other guys that look like they can really make a leap this year, including one linebacker who you said has a little bit of Shrine Bowl in this maybe to him.
Oh yeah, Corey Farmer. Corey Farmer gonna really be special this year. He was a good football player last year, but I think he's really going to that next level. And of course, a lot of Division I schools are looking at him. Division I, the 1AA schools are really interested in him. He went to the final combine for the Shrine Bowl, and they're gonna get back with him in mid-season. They're going to watch his first 3 films to see what happened for him. But he's really worked so hard in the weight room, and I really think he's gonna make a difference for our defense this year. We're expecting big things out of Corey. Corey also has some of the best hands on the team. He can actually be a slot receiver, but he's the type of team player that you want. So we know we need some extra linemen. What it would be our downfall right now is our young line, and just don't have the numbers in the interior line. And Corey, hey coach, I do it. I play line. I can do that, and he can. So we also expecting him to be able to help us in line or slot receivers or fullback, wherever we need him. He's that type of person. He's willing to do whatever the team needs him to do.
Talk about last season, a great season, a lot of exciting games both ways, also some injuries last year, but still you managed to go 4-1 in conference, finish second, and go into the playoffs. What's it going to take this season to make that leap and jump over Washington, who won the conference last year?
Well, I think it's going to take, like I said, the continuing effort that we put in so far this summer. Also, you said something about luck with injuries. I think you have to be lucky to go without having injuries for the whole season, playing the schedule that we play. You know, we play the Big East schedule plus Pinecrest.
Yes.
You know, and then you have a real much improved Green Central team on the schedule. So we don't play in a weak team. So all the teams we play are a real good football team. So you have to be a little lucky to make it through that schedule injury-free. Also, when you think about being injury-free, we don't have that depth to be able to overcome when we have a big-time guy to go down. So we definitely want to come out of this thing, with less injury. Last year we had a big injury to our running back and linebacker and free safety, and it really hurt us last year. We're playing that good conference again. You know, those things have a chance to happen with the conference we play in, plus the non-conference schedule. This year, man, we've been hitting the weights hard. We tried to come in here bigger, faster, stronger, try to help us overcome some of those type of injuries.
Well, you know, talking about that schedule, it is a gauntlet again for you this year. We want to highlight 3 of those games, though. One of them I want to highlight an early season game against Southern Nash. You know what Southern Nash is going to do, but they also have a lot of turnover this year. What are your thoughts going into that one?
Well, you know, Brian going to do what he do. He's going to pile them up, put them big linemen in front of you, and run them little bitty backs behind him, and you can't find them. But he has a great, outstanding program over there. You know, he's doing everything they're supposed to do to be successful, and that's why he's been so successful the last 2 years. But it's gonna be a barn burner. And speaking back on the last question you asked me about last year, you know, we had those tough games early, and we just wasn't able to finish. We was in the games, we had leads on people that come back and catch us at the end. That came from having lack of depth. You know, we had guys going both ways. Well, those teams got 50, 60 players on their team. They don't have people going both ways.
Of course.
And we was they were putting fresh people against our tired people second half, and that happened a lot. And that also what causes some of the injuries when you're playing them. When you get tired like that, you're more vulnerable to injuries.
Right.
So we looking to hoping to have a little bit more depth, but I don't know how much we're gonna have. If we can make it early, if we can get over that first, second, third, fourth game, give our guys that going both ways time to get in the shape, the condition they need to be in to be able to play a whole game going both ways, then we're gonna be okay. And that's what kind of caught us early last year. I thought we really outplayed some of those teams, but we just sort of ran out of gas.
Well, there is one team you didn't run out of gas against, and that was Hunt. In a big game that took place right out there last year. I was on the call. Very exciting finish. I remember speaking to you after and how excited you were with that win. Now you got to go to their place though this year. Talk about that. No bad blood loss there. Obviously.
No. Always a tough battle, man. You know, he'll say Stevie will claim he's down, but he's come up with a jewel. The team play for the Eastern Final Championship. You know, they just blessed with a whole lot of talent out there, a lot of numbers. You know, it's going to be a barn burner again against them, going over their place. It's going to be tough. Our kids really stuck it out that year. You know, we had our two of our best players to go down early in that game, and we had kids to pick it up for them. And you know, it was just an atmosphere we need to be at every game. And the attitude we had that game, our slogan, our main thing is, you know, we count on each other. You know, big thing. That's our slogan is count on me, and that's what we go by. You know, and so we had to do that game, and I hope we can just carry on with that slogan and really take that into every game. And like I told the kids the other day, if I know I can count on you and you can count on me, then ain't nothing can stop us. There's nothing can stop us. And so we really hoping we can build on that. You know, that success we had last year. It was a good season. I mean, going 8-5, the schedule that we played, I wasn't upset.
Impressive.
Of course, we had a couple of those three or four of those games could have easily gone the other way.
Well, you know, I still remember that stand on the 2-point conversion at the end. Just gives me goosebumps.
Oh, yeah.
One last game I want to talk about, though. Your last game of the season, Southwest Edgecombe. That obviously could have huge playoff implications for both teams.
Oh, yeah, they're going to come, man. They're going to be much improved team. They are a good football. It was a good football team last year. They're going to be much improved. Lil Cobb is doing an outstanding job with that team. I call him Lil Cobb all the time. You know, and he's going to have that team ready. They have a lot of talent over there, and they have a big tradition over there. They believe in themselves. They believe they can win every game they're going into. And so it's going to be a tough game, and it's going to come down, that late in the season, it's going to come down to who's the healthiest. You know what I mean? If we can avoid those injuries, and they could, it's going to be something else. But injury here or there for my team, speaking for my team, can really make us go from being a real good football team to a very average football team, to be honest with you.
Well, Coach, best of luck this year. Hopefully the injury bug treats you well this year.
Thank you.
And it'll be exciting to see what you guys do. Always one of the more exciting offenses to watch, especially in our area.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, well, right now, let's throw it back to the studio.